was made for. You know, what the world ignorantly calls Jesus, it ain't come for you. You know, no Jesus is coming back to save any of you fucking heathens, man. You know, that's our power. That's our deliverer. You know, Yahawashi, he delivers. He delivers his people, man. You're not gonna go roll up to a school and pick up your kids and pick up every other kid on the block before you even pick up yours, man. So these people are gonna expect to be wicked, do Halloween, eat abominations, and they're gonna expect to be able to catch a ride on the chariot, man. You know, not get exempt from the judgment that's coming, man. This place is wicked, man. Once a month, we gotta look at these fucking rainbow flags, man. You let kids cut off their fucking weedies, man. You know, and it be accepted, and let you talk about it too much, man. Let you use the wrong words. You know, I thought we lived in so-called a free country, man. Even though we understand it's not, but they're taking away the freedom of speech. You know. And soon enough, man, this truth is going to be taken off the streets.
Yep.
Pursuant to Amos, you know,
and off the internet.
Off the internet, they're gonna come out with warrants. They're gonna label you domestic terrorists, disturbers of the peace. You know, whatever type of title that they're gonna put on you to demonize this whole movement is what's gonna be put out in the forefront. You know, they're gonna call you grapists. They're gonna call you a hate group. They're gonna call you radicals. You know. All these things that are trigger words that they've been putting in your face since, you know, they went over there to Afghanistan, terrorist, radicalized, all these things. Just because we're reading the Bible, man, we actually believe it, you know. And these people don't believe the Bible, man. What do you think they're gonna do by the end of this weekend? They're gonna probably eat some pork. You know, they were gonna probably praise white Jesus, man. You know, they're just gonna be going off, man, and they're gonna be going off until the times of the sky cracking on their ass, man. You know, and that's why we are doing the work right now to, Lord willing, receive that mercy in those days, man. That's why we do what we do. If you got some, Monk, you go ahead and bring it.
Yes, I do. And this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
That's right.
Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Complain continually, man. Throughout the week, at the camp, you know, we're at job, man. Even when we're not speaking any words, man, those groanings of having to see these people, you know, having to deal in this society. If you're happy, you know, living the American dream, you're happy paying bills, how can the hell can you be happy, man? Really, how can you be happy in this society, man? Let me tell you what, even the man that's making 6 figures, his ass ain't happy, man. He still gotta go work. He still gotta come back to a wife that's gonna bitch his ass out. He got some wicked ass kids, man. You know, and so there's no way that you can get rest in this land, man. Pursuant to Micah 2:10, this is not our rest. And the sooner that you realize that, the better you're gonna be. Because if you're always expecting things to get better, and oh, I just gotta get this next promotion, I just gotta get this house, I just gotta get this car, man, you're always gonna be like a hamster wheel, man. Something's always gonna come up, something's gonna break down, an unexpected bill. You know, you're gonna get sick. Family members gonna be a demon or die or whatever these things, man. These are constant descriptions of living in hell.
Wait, there's no American dream around here?
You gotta be asleep to believe that, man. Yeah.
That American dream was expired a long time ago, and these people are still sleeping, thinking, and people outside of America thinking that the American dream is here, but these people are suffering like the brother's saying over here.
And that scripture goes in exactly that started about roughly the 1960s. You know, when this truth came on, because it says their dead bodies shall lay up in the streets for 3.5 days. Well, that 3.5 days is going into 350 years, from about 1619 to about 1960s, when Abba Bivens came upon the scene, which we believe to be John the Baptist, you know, leading the way, that one crying in the wilderness, you know, the valley of the shadow of death here in Babylon the Great, because this is the hub of where the truth started, man. This is the main concentration of all the Israelites in the world. Even though we're spread out, this is where the truth started, right there in the Empire State, which would be really, even though Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States, really, it's New York, man. You know, that's why, you know, everybody wants to go to New York. You know, and that was the epitome of a high civilized society.
The
Was-
Big Apple.
Yeah, the Big Apple.
The Big
man.
Apple, man.
Yep.
Shit. Broadway's fucking is done too, man.
That's right.
New York's done over
Yep.
there, man. Oh man. Yeah, because here it is in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. And that's what we're doing right now with the scriptures and with the timeline where we're at right now.
That's right.
Because we're measuring the time diligently of itself, of prophecies unfolding and Yahawah's second coming approaching soon. And everybody can feel it too. These wicked elites, they know what time it is.
I got one.
Because here it is. Here it is in verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right.
Verse 3, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, which is happening right now as well, because there's what? More than 1,000 earthquakes around a month around.
And that's how the Lord visits the earth. He doesn't visit with sunshine and daisies and hugs like these Christians are telling you he's going to come. You know, he's coming with judgments, man, coming with the sword. And one of the sword is the killing instrument. And these are part of that killing instruments that the Lord can bring.
And the uproar of the people in the world. Right now, there's a lot of theft and looting right now. Because everything's so damn expensive. People are like, hey, I'd rather pay this one, but I got to rob this guy to do it.
And they were disbanding all of the police departments during the 2020 debacle, which we understand what that was all about, man. It's just inching society towards a lawless society. That's why where I used to live, man, in Portland, they literally shut down every single Walmart there, man.
Yep. Yeah, because America, it's getting the curses. As Egypt did it before, man, their economy went down. This is like the brother mentioned that we were. No. Egypt got destroyed too.
Yeah.
You know, they got destroyed too because plagues, all the plagues. So, man, those plagues are coming to America, man.
Yep.
You know, hungry, desperate people, darkness, man. They don't know what's going on. Like, they know they have a president, but that stupid guy just somebody has to be down the plane. Like, what time is gonna go down, right? So
you have to use the shorter steps too.
Yeah. Because that guy falls down every once in a while, man.
Yeah.
He's the representative, the
How
president
America.
of America.
Yeah.
That's how America's condition is.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of the plagues
Breaking
in Egypt.
down.
No, go ahead.
One of the plagues in Egypt was darkness, man. But guess who had light in their dwellings? The Israelites, man.
Israel.
And when Rome fell, you know, it was so strong, no other nation could go in and attack it. What happened is it crumbled from the inside out. The foundation of it, man. There was bickering, there was inflation. They started cutting their coins and cutting them and cutting and cutting. And soon enough, their money wasn't, worth as much as it was, man. And that's why, through the Spirit, there's a lot of people talking about the Roman Empire right now. Because those are great empires, man, that everyone thought could never be taken down. Yet here we are, man. Thousands of years later, reading about how they went down, and that we're going to be doing the same thing in the kingdom, knowing how Babylon the Great got destroyed.
Yeah, here it is in verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Because everything's scriptural and everybody plays their part perfectly for Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. There is no accidents in this world.
Oh no, man, there is no action. There is no consequence. Something that people
Yeah, like a butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Like something happens over here and
Yeah.
it affects it down here.
Yeah.
No, the Lord is not reacting off your own personal decisions. The Lord has His plan put in place exactly for that. Even if you woke up and that was your first thought, man, the Lord, I can't remember exactly where in the scriptures, but it literally talks about when you go to sleep at night, the Lord programs what you're gonna do. You know, the next day, it doesn't matter if you don't go to sleep for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you're all fucking cracked out. Hey, guess what? The night before it was planned that you were gonna do that, and when you go to sleep, guess what? Your download gets downloaded again.
It was instructed to you.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been created to obey the Lord's willing, you know, no matter what.
Yep.
Those people that kill, you know, or they go to work and they got an accident and blah blah blah, man, they meant to be happy, man. They meant to be happy.
Just like Jonah. I'm deuces.
Yeah.
But no, Yahawashi Idaho got him.
Yeah. And it's not like that fish grew up overnight. Hey, it took years and years for the fish to get that big or whatever swallowed in. So the Lord had that plan way before, man. So,
Right.
Yeah.
And here it is in verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. And the end is manifest for Babylon the Great, aka USA.
Yeah, man. This is like Egypt. Egypt got Yahawashi Idaho sent Jake to Egypt. Once they got so prospered, the Egyptians were like, hey, hell no, man. We're scared of them.
yeah.
You know, we have to put them in slavery because if we go to war, they can come our enemies.
Yep.
So let's put them in slavery, right? So,
As of today, right now.
yeah.
We repopulated so fast because those damn Hamites only believed in having one wife. Probably even another man too. But what was Jake doing, man? They had multiple wives. So they were multiplying like bunny rabbits, man. You know, we didn't die, we multiplied. And we were becoming a great exceeding number because the Lord blessed our the woman's womb and obviously the man's seed. And they're getting nervous.
Yeah, man, they're scared, man. Now with this truth, we're back. They also start with this, what is IA?
AI.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. They put this image of, they keep pushing Cesar Borgia, man.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They're lying, but they've been found liars by the prophets of Yahawashi Idaho.
Yep.
Yahawashi Idaho is lifting up the skirt of Babylon, man.
That's right.
And reveal to the elect the truth.
That's right. I actually did a lesson on that because it's called the Turin Shroud, which was apparently the sheep that was laid in the catacomb where Yahawashi was buried, man. So they were able to artificially generate an image that's the most closest image of what they have.
And what the scripture says about Yahawashi when he died. All right, when Yahawashi died, man, he got punished, like he got beat up.
Yep.
So it's not possible that that image can be easily seen as an Edomite because he was unrecognizable, man. He got so beat up. So it really makes no sense. If you understand, man, you are involved in a fight, and they just go and say like MMA fights, right?
Yeah.
They go in, you can, oh yeah, I know that's a fighter. But if it's bad, the fight is so bad, man, how do they end up?
Yeah.
They end up with a closed eye and bleeding and cut. So imagine Yahawashi, all the things that he went through, all right? Because the Romans didn't give him hugs, man, and kisses, and okay, you're not gonna suffer. No, they beat him up. So it's not possible, man.
And while he was beat up, that crown of thorns.
Crown, man.
And they're taking patches out of his beard, big old patches, man. So in the Turin Shroud, you can even see like a beard pattern. Like, man, it's so corny, man. It's not even something really that we gotta address, but a lot of people believe it. So that's why we gotta fucking talk about it, man.
Yeah.
Because we know the truth, man. But these people out here, the masses, man, they'll believe anything fucking Esau says because it's coming from a guy with a fucking suit and tie. You know?
Yep, and I'll finish off over here. Here it is in verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And it's playing out here why we're out here. To prophesy the downfall of America, to wake up so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and to give judgment to you heathens out there. Because gospel, meaning good news to who? Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And if it's good news to someone, it's bad news to someone else. And that's Esau, Edom, the so-called white woman and child.
Yeah.
So-called. Edom, meaning red all over. Esau is the father progenitor of the so-called white race today.
Right.
And that's why when you get called red-handed, that's the devil's work right there.
And the
Devil
word,
meaning deceiver. Go ahead.
Con, that word crime too goes back to the word crimson, which goes back, the saying called red-handed. You got blood on your hands, because crimson is a really dark hue of red, and this is what the Romans used for their garments. Man.
Yep, and this is why have plain beginnings of wonders and powerful works and endings of effects and signs. And that's why we're out here being the warning signs for the elect of Israel to edify them.
Right.
Yeah, that's directed for the election because the rest is not going to get it. Let me bring this.
You got it, Doc.
I got this because the brother mentioned that we were destroyed, but also I mentioned Egypt, right? So you guys understand spiritually, we are in Egypt again, man. All right, so this place is Egypt. So you got the pictures, you got the proofs that these dudes, these Edomites, how they treat us, like how they beat it up, right?
Oh, yeah, hold on.
They beat up so bad to us, especially Judah.
Yep.
And they know who they got captured, man.
And the word Egypt means captivity.
Yeah,
because the real
aeroplanes.
That's right, because the name of so-called Egypt was called Mitzrayim.
Yeah.
Mitzrayim was the actual name of it. I forgot the Hebrew word, Salakia. But Zarium? Yeah, it's a lot, yeah. One second, but the point is, it's just a symbolic word too to show you the state of our people that we're going to be in until this very day.
Yeah, but that's one thing that we understand, man. We are in Egypt again. We can see the curses that was on the ancient Egypt. They're gonna be here too, man, because everything repeats itself, man. All right, there is nothing new under the sun. Okay, so these Edomites are the new Egyptians. Okay, everybody has come back in the spirit, man. Everybody's come back in the spirit. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city. See, this is another name for America, the great city. Why? Because everybody bend their knees to America because their military power, it went all over the world.
And you don't hear immigration problems like there is in America, man, because everyone wants to come here. Now, it's not just so-called Mexicans, man. You got Elamites, Moabites, Hamites, but also it is a planned invasion, man. They're bringing in military-aged men because when those UN troops come to crack down your fucking door, American troops aren't going to do it, man. They're going to be getting people that their country's been bombed already. They got nowhere to go. They have a hate for America, and they're going to say, hey, we're going to house you, we're going to train you, we're going to pay you, but you got to do this. You're coming here to be a police officer, So, hey, man, just like they passed that law in New York that you don't have to be a U.S. citizen to become a police officer now. Hey, wouldn't that be great, man, to be a fucking Hamite to go beat an ass of another American that you already don't like, man?
The guy that paid all the taxes and everything, did everything by the law, and somebody came and like, I don't care what you did, boom, man. So, that's how crazy it is, man. Yeah. That's how
I pay my
America, doesn't benefit me. He's gonna be like, it doesn't benefit me to bam,
Still whoop that ass, man.
Well, I'm gonna keep reading. And their dead bodies shall be in the streets of the great city, America, which is spiritually, it's called Sodom and Egypt.
Right.
Where also our Lord was crucified. It goes back to the same thing, man, what we're talking about. We're talking about the place to Egypt, and also we talk about how they keep pushing the lie of the image of Yahawashi, man, which is a brown dark man. All right? Okay?
That's what
He's
they push.
a brown dark man. Okay? The real Messiah is a real dark brown man. He's not a Caucasian man.
Right.
All right. So spiritually, this is Egypt and Sodom. Last month, what it was? Last month, bro. There was the month of the Pride.
Oh, June.
Pride month.
June.
Yeah, it was June.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So look, man, it's easy to put everything together, to know where we are, and like the brother says, everything is that the Lord spoke before. Man, His words. We are something here that can prove the whole world that they are about to go down.
That's right.
Because look, the south and north kingdom, the Lord did it. Praise to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man, because He did it.
Right,
Okay?
man.
We all were doing something else, but the Lord called us in to do His work. And one thing, man, understand this: we are here to do His work. Now, any brother's work is his work, because that way you can understand your purpose of life. You need to understand your purpose of life, man. The other Israelites, yes, they had to follow their teachers that the Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi left up. That's their purpose, to follow, okay? But there was another Israelite that their purpose is to deny this faith, to deny the gospel and get destroyed.
Man, look at Nate, man. Shame on Nate,
Yes.
man. For all the men that he has under his control, he knows the name, he's used the name before, but he doesn't teach the name. He said Most High united in Christ, man. He said, man,
Most High
Man.
bless you.
yeah, Most High bless you. Yeah, man.
The
It's,
scripture says that we should get blessed by the name of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man.
all throughout the scriptures. And especially because he used to break it down, you know, Craig. You know, it's like old story, but just for the other Jakes out there that may not know or may be conflicted on their beliefs, man, you know, that's a lot of blood on their hands, especially because they're one of the, if not the number one group that has the most numbers.
Yes,
you know,
it is. I think it
facilities.
is.
I believe
Yeah.
so. You know, so hey, man, that's a lot of responsibility. Like the scripture says, when you receive more, much more is required of you.
Required. Because they upload a video, thousands, man. Like
I see
views
1.2
right away,
before,
man.
1.2
Man is right.
million.
That's what they make jokes about us. Like, oh, there is only 8 views on them. So who's gonna care about them?
Your subscribers don't even pay like ours.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying on their views, on their subscription.
You ain't got no women in your camp?
Yeah, man.
How you gonna marry those sisters? Come on, they gotta get husbands.
Yeah, man. Basically, we are here in America, and hey, we are about to see
2/3.
worse and worse and worse.
Oh yeah,
It's coming to America, man.
yeah.
America will be destroyed pretty soon with plagues.
Yeah.
All right?
It ain't gonna be quick.
Insurrections. People is gonna be like, how I'm gonna pay my rent? How I'm gonna bring food to my table? Hey? How I can keep my house? I'm losing my house.
Yeah.
They repo my car.
Your wife
Yeah.
leaving you.
Yeah.
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 'Cause you can't pay. You know, she can't get her nails done every week. You know, she's having to get a job too just to pay the bills normally. So guess what? She gonna leave your ass, go with the next schmojo, man. She gonna take the kids, the house, the car, and the dog, man.
Yeah, and like the brothers were doing videos, man, about the Eve that jumped to the Edomites,
Yeah.
because Judah or the Israelites, they don't want to deal with them no more, man, because the way they act, right?
Yeah.
So they jump to the Edomites, all right? And we'll see a lot of those in
Oh
here.
yeah, we just saw one.
Yeah, we saw
just
one.
Yeah,
That's
right
what
there.
I'm saying. Because they go over there for only for the benefit of money,
Yeah.
of power.
Yeah, power.
Because they were like, hey, if you're with a white man, if you're with a white man, don't ever say the word "and," all right? Because then he's gonna use it, thinking like it's right to use it. So never do it. La, 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 la.
Man,
That was
I
like,
hate these fucking woke women,
fucking
man.
hypocrisy,
Fucking
man.
dumbass podcasts and
That's how
shit.
they work, and man, they fucking woman, man.
Yeah, and that's why they're gonna be suffering just as much as the so-called white man when his good old America gets ripped right from under him, man. You know, because they're joint heirs, just like Eve and the serpent, man. You know, they're right next to each other. They're gonna get their ass whooped, man. You know, there is gonna be an elect woman. You know, not 144,000. I'm talking about the 1/3 that's gonna get saved. But that's only because guess what? She's gonna be with the man of the Lord, man. So you have to understand that everyone is fulfilling their spot in prophecy. So now's not the time, you know, to get too worked up about people if they're not gonna get it, man. Because we're so short in time, man. We have not a lot of time to be able to do this work, be able to come out here,
no more, man.
plead with you people, get scoffed at, get shit thrown at us, cops called on us. You know, this ain't gonna be lasting forever, man. The Lord is gonna pull his men off the street, and hey, when that order comes down, man, we are all gonna know what time it is, man. But these rest of the people are gonna be continuing life, la-da-da, until that fucking no food in the refrigerator, water ain't coming out. There's lawless in the street. You got tanks rolling down your street. You know, like during those lockdowns when they're on a manhunt, there was like a group of sheriffs, and they were saying, get inside, get inside.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, light them up, and boom, 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 man. It got shot with rubber bullets, man. But this time, ain't gonna be no fucking rubber bullets. Ain't gonna be no warning shot, man. It's gonna be straight blasting, man. They're gonna get so fed up and they're gonna be panicky, man. When a soldier has a gun and he panics, like the saying goes, when all you have is a hammer, every issue, every problem looks like a nail. So they're just gonna fucking resort back to their training, man. You know?
That's what I was just thinking.
I don't know. Fuck
That's
'em,
an
man.
abomination.
They're fucking weirdos. I gotta speak to Zaki. Go ahead, brother. So hey, man, this is Baruch 4 and 21, and I got 21 through 25, but I'll stop by and kind of break it down. But that's a fucking weirdo shit. This is Baruch 4 and 21. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, and he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. And because we got enemies, man. The so-called white man, woman, and child are the enemies of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. And if you don't believe it because it sounds bad coming out my mouth, let history be your best teacher. When have these fucking devils give you anything worth, it's going to benefit you as a nation? You know what they gave you? A first in line to, you know what, man? Come get your booster, man. Come get boosted up.
It's for your benefit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing good for you.
It's
We
gonna help
care
you.
about you. And we care about you. But behind their mind, man, they go like,
Oh, yeah.
stupid.
That's why a snake has a forked tongue. You know, it goes one way and goes another way, man. Because they're going to say one thing but do another, really, really meaning it. You know, they're going to say one thing, but they say they're going to help you. But really, really, they're coming to destroy you. But they're going to, out the same mouth, they're going to say we're helping you. The point being, this is 22.
Kill Gates. These are like, oh, we know how to reduce population.
Yeah.
All right?
Oh, like, go ahead.
Who they really want to reduce?
Yeah.
Us.
And they're saying the ones that you got this year don't even work for last year. But at the same time, if you want to go to college, like let's say you're starting the school year, you have to get the old fucking ones first before they can accept you, man. If you want to go to UC Berkeley, man, you got to get all three of them plus the boost. And then they're saying out the same math that it doesn't work for this year, and you got to get the new one for this year. So what the fuck, man? They just want you to die.
TV, radio stations, we keep hearing the message to go and get it.
It's coming up again.
We got this, we take care of you. And also we're doing it for newborns. It's a little
6
amount.
months.
Like a little month, and they can be good.
6 months
Stupid people, man.
to on up. 6 months and up is what they're saying now are eligible for that experimental, you know
They
what.
went from older, then to teenagers. Now they go to the little ones, man.
And it didn't take long too. I remember it was like 12 and up, 5 and up, and then it jumped all the way to 6 months.
So you guys don't understand? You don't get it? That they never gonna look for your good? No, they look how to destroy us, man. And they don't care about to destroy their own people.
Yeah, because here in America, if you're so-called black, so-called Latino, so-called Native American, you are behind enemy lines, and that's what we're letting you, Jakes, Israel, and especially you hard-headed ones, to understand.
That's right. Hey, it said the righteous shall understand and the wicked shall not understand, you know?
Okay, the brother, we were in the truth, right? Already doing this work when the apostles give the daughters, hey, you guys don't get it. But I'm gonna ask the brother, how do you know that you're not supposed to get it, bro? You didn't get it, right? See? It's the spirit, man.
The spirit. Pretty much like this.
But
Something just wasn't right. They kept pushing it. And then the dude like thankful to Yahawashi Idaho through the spirit. The job that I had at that time they didn't force it on me because I was working for Apple. But then like they started making it more and more mandatory. You have to get that. And I'm like, nah, this ain't. Something just not
see,
right.
there are still people, man, that didn't get it.
Yeah.
All right, but
It's a requirement now.
yeah, man. But on the other hand is, hey, we're telling you, man, Yahawah bahasham has the power to help you out.
Right.
All right? But if you keep trusting in the ISA system, the beast is going to take you down, man.
Exactly what goes into
Right, go ahead, bro.
Everything we're talking, bro. This is fire, man. This is Baruch 4:22. For my hope is in the everlasting, that He will save you, and joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. And hey, man, that's that getting saved in a small thing, which it was a big thing, but it's a small thing that the Lord put in our head to be like, hey, don't take it. But it has great consequences if you do take it, you know?
Yeah.
So this is verse 23. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the power will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. And that's going to be because we were kicked out of our land, man. We went into captivities. We got out of Jerusalem in 70 AD, and the northern kingdom came over here in, I believe it was 724 BC. I believe it was 720 something BC when the 10 tribes came over here to the Americas, man. You know, so we were sent away from our land, you know, and weeping because right before we left, we were in the Assyrian captivity. But this is 24, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
And the ones who are going to see it is the 17 nations
Ooh.
outside of Israel.
That's a Wisdom of Solomon 5:1, man. You know, that strangeness of our salvation.
Yep.
This is verse 25. My children, and who are the children?
So-called
of the
blacks,
Most High.
Latinos, and
Thank
Native
you.
Americans, Hebrew Israelites.
That's right. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the power. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. Man, and that's that spiritual powers, man. You know, I will give you power to tread upon serpents. But, you know, we're just talking about this serpent is symbolic to Esau, Edom, and the wicked ones. Because that serpent in the garden wasn't some snake that Eve was talking to that she ate a fucking apple, man. You know, you Christians gotta be some of the most fucking retarded people when it comes to reading and discerning the scriptures, man. And that's why just keep the scripture out here. And this guy motherfucker blowing this shit in our face.
I got this, brother. I got it.
Yeah, you got that.
Okay, I got Zechariah chapter 1, verse 14. So the angel that
Respect, bro. Slack, y'all.
So the angel that commune, okay, yeah. So the angel that communed with me say unto me, cry thou, saying, thou say, Yahawah bahasham of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with the great jealousy. So see, we have to tell people that the Lord loves you. The Lord care about His elect.
Yeah.
His bride.
That's right.
Amen.
It's a woman.
Yep.
When you really love somebody, you even correct that person.
Yep.
If you don't correct your woman, man,
Gonna
it's
run all
because
over you, man.
she's gonna go and get with somebody else, bring you somebody another man's child
Oh.
in her womb, telling you that that's your baby.
Oh, and that
Things-
happened.
Things can happen, man. The worst can happen. If you don't correct your son, what happened? I was talking with my family. They were like, "Oh, so the family, the father correct them with the belt or something." So like, hey, we were on the street. Said like, "You see this tree? That it grow crooked, like you know, but look, the other ones are straight." So they never use a stick wood to pull that tree, and look how it grows. So it's about you. There is a time where you cannot correct the child, man.
Yeah, because a tree can be bent when it's fully grown
Yeah.
and it's like a foot wide, man. You know, yeah, right.
You're gonna broke it.
You gotta do it when it's young.
You do it when they're young. So when you love somebody, you correct them. So Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, read that again, bro.
This
It say
is,
like support or suffer patiently.
You know, just to say, this is called tough love in the world.
Yes.
You know, because this is tough love. Oh, you guys are talking rough.
This
You-
is tough.
you-
Suffer patiently.
Yeah, suffer and patiently pretty much are the same words. Because patience, it says, in your patience possess ye your souls, man. Like, you gonna say something else?
Yeah, bro, because it's like when you're being corrected, man, with the belt, or with the chancla, with the whatever, man.
Santo cinto.
Yeah, you're being corrected. Man, you're not like, hey, my friends, I've been corrected with my dad, my mom. Look
Look
my
at my
butt.
red ass.
Yeah, look at my butt. We're not happy with crying, right? But we get in line.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what it says. Suffer it
Yeah.
patiently. Like you have to.
Like
That thing hurt. That's what I was telling my kids. Like, hey, my mom correct me, man.
Oh, man,
my
I-
dad did it.
I
Hey,
saw a video like
and
that.
now I'm like, and really, I can remember. And they were like, oh, okay. So if I don't correct you, it's gonna be hard for me, for you guys to respect me when I'm older.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard. It's gonna be difficult. And also on the streets, people will not gonna have mercy on you because they don't care about you. They're gonna even burn you, man, like it happens in Central America.
Oh, yeah.
They in Guatemala they got two dudes that killed a woman because he didn't pay money to them, but they got caught, right? And they burned them, man. And I told them like, hey, look what happened to the disobedience, man.
Yeah.
Their father never correct them,
Yeah.
but outside on the streets, people did it. How? They burned them.
In Mexico and another like the South American countries, if you get caught stealing from like a drug cartel or anything like that, their favorite method is they tell you to put both your hands out and they take a gun and they shoot right through your hands, man.
I'm gonna show this, brothers. This is what happened to the disobedience, man. People burned you. All right? And what's gonna happen to America? The Lord will burn you. We're not coming back to Him. So that's what I'm saying, and you guys can understand what we're saying is true. If your father did not correct you, other people will accuse you. But there's one way to do it too, man. Is get you burned. All right? And look, this is how the Lord corrects us. By burn us, man. And He's gonna end up that correction by burning all the disobedience of the Israelites that don't want it to come back. So suffer patiently. Yes.
No.
Suffer patiently. You might say like, oh, the Lord is slow. This is slow. All right? This is slow. You don't believe it?
Yeah. And the Elder Malcolm says, hey, one way or another, you're going to be on fire for the Lord. You know, whether it's out here in these streets doing this work or if it's in those ICBM nuclear missile, you know, that wall of fire. Because, hey, man, that's why we talk so hard. Imagine you fucking dumbass wandering in the street and there's a big-ass semi coming on. You're going to be like, excuse me, sir. Wait, excuse me, sir. No, you're going to be like, get the fuck out the road, man. You're going to be pretty pussy. You're going to scream, and spit going to come out your mouth, man. You know?
You want me to kill you?
Yeah. Here, I'll read that one if you wanted to.
For the children, this is children and parents. Proverbs 19 in the Good News translation. chapter 19, verse 18, discipline your children while they are young enough to learn. If you don't, you are helping them destroy themselves.
There we go.
Plain and simple. That message ain't got stutter on it. Like brothers were saying, hey, correct. Like, hey, at my work, at my shop, at my business, hey, you either get in line or you'll be put in line.
That's right.
And that's how it is with the government too out here.
I seen it.
Yeah.
Because what do they call kids? They call, hey, you gotta be careful because these kids are like sponges. You know, because they absorb everything, especially at a younger age, man. Because I like the brother said, you remember his ass whoopings? Shit, I remember my ass whoopings too.
Yeah. Because the word discipline, a noun, a practice of training people to obey rules and or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience.
And what is discipline? A really close word to discipline. Disciple. So we come disciples of Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi, and sometimes those lessons hurt, man. Sometimes, you know, you're like, fuck, I get it now, Lord.
The hardest
I get it now, Lord.
The hardest lessons are the best lessons.
No more, man.
That's
what I say in my
I ain't
prayer.
touching that,
Now, that's it. Bakusha, no more. That's it.
I got the
I
message.
want to add in, the heathen like to call it verbal abuse. They come up with all these scientific terms that take away the discipline aspect of what you have to do to your child to teach them and reprove them, to show them that you love them.
Yes, love. You show love there's different ways, man. Like, but correction is one of the best.
Yeah, how do these white people teach? All right, Timmy. How do they teach their kids? All right, Timmy. No. One, two, and fuck you, mom. You know? like that. We were at camp and there was a kid literally punching his dad, punching his brother, and the only reason why he stopped was because his older brother straight fucking punched him in the back, man. He's I started crying. You know? Yeah, bro, twice. Boom. Little demons, man.
Yeah, that's funny. Like the way the brother said, because that's how the Edomites deal with their family, man.
Fuck you, mom. I hate you.
But us, we don't.
Because they're disobedient.
Belto la chacla, man.
Yeah, and the other number 2 for a noun on discipline, a branch of knowledge, typically one studied in a higher education. This discipline right here.
Yeah.
Finish that, brother. Get passion.
Okay. Just like it.
Because that's very powerful, man. To bring the scriptures for what we talk about, man. What we're saying.
This is Baruch 4:25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi.
From who?
From Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. And the word
not from Esau, man. It's from Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. He sent our enemy.
Yeah,
to get in line.
Esau is just that switch that your ass gets hit with. He's not the one doing it. He's just the instrument that your ass is actually feeling make contact. This is for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck, man. And you're treading upon someone's neck. That's a fucking kill shot, man.
Hey,
you know?
the events of 2020.
Yeah.
George Floyd.
Fuck 12. We gonna do this shit for George. You know, that's
that's a visual of how Edom is having Jacob right now.
That just cranks me up every time I see it, bro. Fucking Jake, man.
I want to keep reading what the brother said, because this is gold for our enemies, man, to us, and then what's coming up onto them, man. I'm going to read this again, Zechariah chapter 1, verse 14. So the angel that communed with me say unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thou say, the Lord Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi of hosts, I am jealous of Jerusalem, for Zion, with a great jealousy. This is about us. I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanic and Native Americans, and all you brothers that are scattered among the nations. All right. He is like when you have your love, your first love, or a woman that you love, and she's talking with some other dude, you go like, oh man, like, you're thinking something else, but they're just talking. That's jealousy, man.
And jealousy is a masculine trait,
Yes.
contrary to popular belief, man. These women
Yeah.
can't be. So, oh, why you looking at her? Why you talking to her? Why'd you look that way too long, man? That's a fucking masculine energy, man. And you check that shit, man. If your woman starts to be all crazy up in your head about little stupid bullshit, man, check that, man. Because it's okay for a man to be jealous over his possessions, man. But a woman's not gonna tell you what you can and cannot do, man. Because point blank, period, man. The women try to say like, you're acting like a woman. Why are you so jealous, man? Hey, and a man in this society will get demonized for that. He'd be like, oh man, you're insecure, you're simping. Oh, well, why are you worried about it? Hey, man could be jealous about his own possessions, man. That's how it should be. But if you got
Add
something,
on to
brother,
what the
you
octave
got it.
said, to confirm it, this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
There we go.
Because
See,
let's.
you do something wrong with his wife, his position,
Yeah.
he's not gonna go. Hey, this there was this guy and with Ishmael, he killed somebody, and the penalty when you kill somebody, you have to be put to death too. All right. So the family or the man that killed a man went with money, gifts.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, please forgive my son.
Or
You know, we give you this. And the family, their son died, they did not forgive that person, man. So they want that person to get killed too.
it's the
Eye
same,
for an
man.
eye, tooth for a tooth, life for a life.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what they choose, man.
Let's say you caught your woman in bed with another man, like the video, the guy comes in with a knife, man. You know, he's getting his woman's getting popped right in front of him. That man is not gonna be like that's in the bed with his wife. He's gonna be like, hey bro, I got some money. Let me give you this. Let me give you that. You know, I got a car, the keys to my car here. You can take it. He don't give a fuck, man. All he want is that jealousy is a rage of a man. And like the scripture said, man, I can't believe man, there's like a scripture that in his rage, like there's no gift that will appease it. Roughly paraphrasing, but
right there.
It's right there,
It's
verse
there.
35.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So this is verse
Oh,
35.
you got it.
For he will not regard any ransom,
That's it.
neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts.
Ooh.
$5 million.
Yeah, I don't care.
500 cars.
I don't care. I want blood, man. Because
that's
that's what a
right.
man is gonna want if he finds out his woman committed adultery and literally he has the man in front of him that did it. He doesn't care, man.
Here's 5 houses.
Yeah, fuck
No,
that, man.
man.
He's like,
I see red.
I
They
see
see
red,
red,
yeah.
man.
Uh-huh.
And when a man sees red,
Yeah.
it's over for them,
It's
man.
over, man.
right.
It can be for both, for the 3 of them. Because after he realized, like, man, I should have maybe do something different. But now I did it. Okay, I'm gonna go to.
Yeah.
That's what they
bro,
do,
that's what
man.
happened. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's what they do.
The video I saw was just some fat Issacharite bitch that was fucking getting popped, and the guy came in with a knife, and the guy ran out butt naked that was on his wife,
Yes.
and he got stabbed a couple times out the door. You know, he like stopped him, and then he continued running because he came fast, and he took that knife and fucking stabbed that bitch. You know,
Back, man.
done.
Until she met Yahawashi.
Yeah, that's right, man. Hey, guess what? Really? That's righteous judgment, but it's unrighteous that man got away. You know, out the door. But he's like, hey, man, you know,
Hey, you ain't taking my life.
yeah, bro. He maybe did, bro, because that knife was like
His type
steak
making,
knife, yeah, bro.
he get back to the woman to keep
Yep.
making holes in her body, man.
even when she was just laying there limp, you know, already
Yeah.
fucking shanked up, man. So that's what these women deserve,
Maybe
man.
like 12 inches knife, man.
Yeah, it was like the
You
steak
can
knife.
see it.
Chopped her up and made some sushi out of her.
Yeah,
man.
not those
That's what
little
happened.
steak knives. It was a fucking big old chopping one, man.
I got a
You
little
got
bit more
that.
on this. Zechariah 1, chapter 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathens that are are is, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. All right. 16. Therefore say Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, I am returning to Jerusalem with mercy. My house shall be built in, say Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, and a line shall be stretched from upon Jerusalem. Basically, the nations, man, they already got their judgment being written. All right? And us, for them, it's going to be a judgment. But for us, mercy's been sent. That's why we're here.
Because we've been corrected, man, to make sure in those times we're good. And it's a spirit. I found this because we were talking about this before we went out about how a father's supposed to be punishing his child, man. But this is Jeremiah, Salakia, Job. Man, where am I at? Salakia. This is Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahawah corrected. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. Because like you brothers go through all types of predicaments, different judgments that we got to deal with, man. Whether it be a spider bite, the bullshit you got to deal with at your job, these heathens that you're dealing with, man. Whatever it is, it's the Lord molding you into His image, man. Just like the brothers always use the analogy, I'll make you polish silver. Because right now we're dross, and dross is when you can't see the shininess of the silver. But you know how a silver is done? When you can see your reflection in it. That's when they stop polishing it, man. And yeah, man.
I don't know.
But this is what?
I don't know what y'all are talking about, but Jesus is a Negro. I love that.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Yep.
I smell the weed too. I love
It's
it.
not weed, man. It's sage.
I smell. No, I know the difference. My mom.
Oh, well, you apparently you don't. Yeah, you got it, man.
I can smell.
Yeah, this is Job 5:18. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands make whole. Because the Lord, Yahawashi, puts us in a good estate or a lower estate. And this is coming out of Job. So we know his story, man. He got chastised from the Most High, even though he was a righteous man and said there was no fault in him. That walked in the fear of Yahawashi.
Yeah, he didn't curse out Yahawashi what he was
Yeah.
going through, what he lost.
Exactly like his bitch ass woman wanted to, man. Oh,
Curse the Lord.
Curse the Most High and die.
Yeah.
Man, that's because you know what that bitch really wanted? She wanted him to die so she could be liberated from him and go get with another man that has substance. But the Lord left her alive just to put more hell on Job, man. Because hey, man, a woman's not gonna an unrighteous woman, I'll say that. An unrighteous woman is not gonna be there for you in your hard times when you're down and out, man. She's gonna try to look for a way out. Like these rappers that they get it big, they get millions and then they fall off, man. All their friends, everything they have, gone. But that's because they get it on wickedly. But it's a reoccurring theme. But
Yeah, because they have to do sacrifices to Satan, Baal.
Yep.
And they have to do that blood covenant.
Yeah,
and that's why we're out here doing our work.
Yeah, that's it.
Or Yahawashi Shai's work, but we're clocking in.
Exactly, man. But because they got to go off the satanic calendar, they got to do certain months require blood, sex rituals, freaking. If you want to get to the next level, you got to sacrifice your firstborn son. There's so many different levels of things that they make you do, and the benefits they're gonna give you after.
And they blackmail you.
And they blackmail. Yeah, they get you on fucking Epstein Island with a little 12-year-old. They record it and they say, hey man, you better keep pumping out that nigga shit, that hot boy music. And if you don't, hey, guess what? We got on DVD, man.
You want this contract? You want these millions of dollars? Well, sign right here with blood, and here's the fine print that you can't even read.
Like Meek Mill, I don't know if you've seen that video, but Meek Mill says, hey man, they paid me more money when I talked about things that like destroy you as a culture. When I talk about bad things, money, drugs, hoes, clothes, all a nigga knows, like, hey man,
these artists are sold out,
man. These sellouts, man, and that's why I always go back to that Matthew 11:25. The Most High revealed this truth unto babes. The other one I can't remember where it is, but it says, not many mighty, not many noble men have been called for this truth, man. Like the Most High is going to use the most, how do you say, like inconspicuous thing. The underdog story, man. The remnant, the very small number.
These so-called blacks, these so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, these guys,
man,
salvation belongs to them. Yahawah, the God, Yahawah Bashim Yahushai belongs to them. No way.
No way, man.
That's how these nations and these heathens look at us. Look at some Mexicans and a nigga out here with some Bible.
Yeah, a bunch of beaners and disgruntled.
No way they got the truth.
Yeah, bro, that's all they see us, man. Because in the back of their head, they're still thinking that we're savages. We were brought here on slave ships. We were out here running naked and fucking, when they came over here. No, man, you go to Mexico City, it's called Tenochtitlan, man. That was a floating city. We had aqueducts, floating gardens, a culture. And what did Judah have? There's another book from Babylon to Timbuktu, how it talks about that they brought their architects, their mathematicians, their noblemen across when they went into Africa. And these African tribes are fucking sticking their face in a cow's ass, man, and washing themselves with peas. Yeah, man. And that's supposed to be, the same people? Yeah, right, man. That's why I said they had an advantage over the African tribes, because the southern kingdom comes here and they started what is made Europe great, man. Those castles, the Russian icons, the great paintings that they whitewashed, which is called iconoclasm. They just copy and pasted it, but made the skin white. That was all Judah, Levi, and Benjamin over there, man. So that's why Judah got it the worst too, because the balance is, hey man, if you're the oldest brother, you're gonna get it the worst. And if you're the best of the tribes, because Judah's the head, they're gonna get it the worst, man. That's why, at least
child of slavery.
Yeah, at least Issachar has the family unit still somewhat together, man. We still under the curses, but Judah completely fucking through, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, bro.
Every day. We're getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
All the nations make joke about the family being destroyed from Judah. Like they go like, you don't even know your father. Yeah. Like this is a man that goes in, praying to the woman and leave. That's your father. A lot of jokes, man, that you hear. All the nations know the jokes.
Hey, where's your dad at? I don't even know my dad.
All the nations, man. You see movies, now I understand. I go like, I watched the movie before, and now I watch it again, and now I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And they know that they were the most susceptible people to the curses. That's why fucking UCLA, they created crack, experimenting on monkeys, and then they put up characters like Frank Lucas, the other guy, Freeway Ricky, to push that drug culture, the heroin, the fucking crack cocaine, and all that shit in the Judite community, because they know if they can get the head tribe, that frequency is just gonna waterfall to the rest of the tribes, man.
Bro, when they were doing this with Judah, when they were doing in the south of America, they were using the north tribes to make the drugs.
Because that's where the cocaine
the
grows
Colombians
naturally.
And then the Mexicans. That's what they were using, man. Okay? So everything is owned by the Edomites, the CIA, man.
Yep.
Okay? Man, when you watch the movies and now you get everything, put everything, the puzzle together, you go like, hey man, it's in the same time that when Judah was doing all these drugs, but these cartels come up and we're so powerful that they even send the drug with airplanes.
Yeah.
Like airplanes and airplanes and airplanes, man.
Pablo Escobar, man. They were CIA pilots that were in Colombia going back and then getting the drugs and exchanging it for weapons. Man, I gotta go.
Hey, America's big business. Big business to keep you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans away from Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, your power. That's what Satan's playground is. Where's Sin City at?
Yeah, and this
Where's
is
Sin
a
City
corporation,
at?
man.
It's here in America, so-called. Babylon the Great.
Injected my people with syphilis.
Yep.
You got one, bro. You got one. Because then after that, we're gonna go to Spanish.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Yeah, because
You got one, bro.
yeah, because what we were talking about before too. These sellouts of the industry, they have to do certain acts, sacrifices to Satan and Baal. Esau, Edom. But we are out here doing our sacrifice for Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Lord willing, we have that mercy from Him. Here it is in Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, by the mercies of God, by the mercies of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, which is your reasonable service.
Yeah, the service that we're doing to the Lord, that we put our lives in line because our enemy don't want us to bring this truth to our people, man. So we know in the near future, he's gonna come to take this truth down again, like he did it for centuries, for thousands of years, man. They've been trying to take us away from the Lord until they really did it. Like the worst time of slavery for Israel was here in America, because here we lost our completely identity. All right, we lost our identity, man. So now we're coming back, bringing this truth to our people again, right? Or this message, the Lord's word. So now we became enemies, like right, being in the front line to our enemies, man.
That ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, to Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, which is your reasonable service.
Why is holy, man? Separated. We got separated from Babylon, right? Their customs, their way of thinking, of being prospered, of do your own will, of, like do all what you can because you only live once. All that type of mentality, man, it's gotta be put it away, and you come to the Lord and say, like, hey, I know I got an enemy. I know who's my enemy now. I know who I am. I know what I have to do. I know who's my brother. I know who's my brother. I know we are one people. So, man, basically, we got separated from the world to come and serve the Lord, but at the same time, you became a soldier. All right, and you're not gonna be like, hey man, you go first and then I go behind you. No, man, you understand this. You gotta be a step in front.
Warrior spirit, not coward spirit.
Yeah, like right away, man. Like, hey, I gotta be up front, and like the brother said, like, hey, there's people coming in and they laugh at us. They don't take this serious. All right, but we know what we're saying is true, and we know that America what we destroyed. All right, and we know that all ustedes mexicanos son israelitas. All right, ustedes son los verdaderos israelitas, de lo que habla la Biblia. El autoproclamado hombre blanco los ha engañado. Pero finish that.
Yeah, but here it is in verse 2, be not conformed to this world. Esau, Edom's world, the wicked.
Hey, do not be conformed to this world. Hey, not participated with it, man. Not go like, oh, there is the only way we can survive. There's the only way I can have a good time, good life. It's none of that, man.
The trust in Egypt.
Enough with all of that, man. Enough. You need to come back to the Lord in the right way, in your right mind. Not thinking you're gonna come here and do business with us. All right? We don't do business, man. We come and bring this truth.
Prophesy.
Yeah, we're not like the other groups. Oh, I'm gonna sell you my t-shirt. What size you are? Huh? Extra large? Large? Medium? What size you are pants? What kind of boots? Okay. What's shoe size you use? None of that, man.
We'll start you out as a t-shirt, then you move up to a hoodie, then you'll get a garment.
Those brothers in Ecuador, man. They went to Ecuador, if I'm not mistaken, but they went to Central America. And these, the purple ones, they give them two dudes a t-shirt. And they recorded it, right? And the guy from Ecuador, he was like, oh, I worked so hard to get this. This is a blessed to receive this t-shirt. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, what are you talking about? Like, he was so desperate to wear a t-shirt so he can feel that he knows he's in the truth. I was like, damn, man, how low those guys are, man. No, you're happy because you understand the Bible, man, not because what the group give you, the name. This name, like our name, GMS, we only use it to get separated from other groups. And that's it.
You gotta have a name.
But this is what we really care about, man. Also, the apostles say like, hey, you were about to bring videos and do your work, not to come and try to do anything else. Go outside, go to the streets, do your sit downs, work, work, and work.
A, B,
All right?
C.
Yeah.
Man, easy people, for real.
But other groups, what they do, man? Before you're coming in, okay, you have to buy your T-shirt.
$500 subscription first.
Yeah.
You got paid.
Man, get it? We're not like them. We're here to do work.
Yep. Yeah, because like it says in verse 2, from the beginning, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that is good, that is acceptable, and the perfect will of God. Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi.
Not a man, man. This is not a man's will. And also by renew. We were thinking different, so different before this truth. And also we growing in this truth, man. Knowing more the scriptures, knowing more the purpose. We can see that prophecies are coming. We can see that prophecies are being right in front of us, and we're like, oh man, we're close.
That ye may prove what is that good, this truth.
We might prove when you got separated and you understand that there is nothing you can build here to make you free from this captivity, or to get your family successful and your descendants, and you understand the good of the gospel. You go like, hey man, you know what? Fuck all this, man. Fuck it all this, man. I get in line, I get with this, and I go and work for Yahawashi because that's my place.
This is what we're working for out here, man.
Yeah, for salvation, man.
It narrows down your priorities. Because in the world, man, you're worried about, hey,
bro.
fuck, am I gonna get enough money so that I can retire? Am I gonna get a good wife? Are my kids gonna go to college? I gotta make sure, inflation's a motherfucker. You know, you're worried about all these things. It's not at the end of the day gonna matter at all towards your salvation. Because when you come into this truth, you understand that everything you have anyway is gonna get ripped away. You know, you're gonna have to be fully and living off your faith, the Yahawah Yahawashi, and that's why we pray that when that day comes, the Lord gives us that strength to deal with it, because we know it's coming, man. We know it's coming, but these people still want to have babies. They still want to get married. You know, they still want to worry about their 401ks. They want to buy a house to make sure that they can pass down to their grandkids. Well, guess what? Your grandkids ain't growing up, man.
We're not in the 50s no more, man. The 50s are gone.
Hey, there's no happy times, 1970s.
We're not in the 50s, man. It's gone, man. When the banks and the system help every white man to get a house.
Yep.
But so the so-called Negroes, man, they got and kick in their butt and send them to the ghettos.
Yep.
All right? That's when they were working, they were happy, they were prospered. All right? We're not there no more, man. It's over. Now they're crying, it's over. Oh, you got not enough money to pay my rent, no food, blah, blah, blah. Because it's over, man.
Do I buy gas or do I get food? You know,
Well,
like,
hey,
hey,
I
man.
got a roof over me. What do I do?
My child support got taken away because my child lives with their dad. You know, all this bullshit, man.
I just got laid off.
Yeah.
The company that I worked for just made cuts, layoffs.
And these people make their jobs their whole lives, man. You know, we've gone through hard times not having a job, going in and out, whatever. But hey, our faith has always stayed on 10, man, because we know at the end of the day, the Lord is going to take care of His own, man. You know, and there's been multiple times, you know, in my life personally where I was like, damn, bro, like they say, I was joking around with these brothers, man. I said, man, I know I have faith, man, because if you knew my situation right now, you'd be like, that brother's got a lot of faith. Man, we all laughing.
My bank account right now, you see a lot of faith.
We're all joking, man, but hey, it's true, huh?
You know?
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 37, and I'm going to read the 39. This is Yahawashi speaking. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. Verse 39, the enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Call Allah Yahawashi
Did
Idaho.
you get this truth by the angels? They start doing their separation. That's why people pass by those Issacharians come with the ladder working.
Ignoring us as much
Ignoring.
as they can.
Judah passing by too, and they ignored. Because the Lord, He's an angel. They go like, hey, it's not for you. Keep going, keep walking, keep walking. Go, 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 go.
I got judgment for you later.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I already showed you the sign, warning sign.
You're not part of them. Go, go.
And that bad seed, it's talking about also the tares,
Yeah.
going into when the white man goes into a Jake woman,
his seed.
and then that seed comes out. Let's say they got melanin, right? They're dark skin, they got dark black hair, whatever it may be, man. But their father is an Edomite, man. So that makes them an Edomite, pursuant to Numbers 1 and 18, which is the book of the law, which means it's not going to change no matter how you look. And this goes for the other side of the coin too, man. You could be blonde hair, blue eyes, or a Gadite that looks white, man. But hey, your spirit is going to tell us everything we need to know, whether you're an Israelite or not. And that's why we try the spirit by the spirit. We don't start cussing out every single white man that we see crossing the street, man.
When we become like we planting the seed, what does that mean? Anyone that hears, right, they might come back to the Lord later, man. I remember in 2011, I was in my room by myself, just watching YouTube. And there, I believe was I just CPK, man, that popped up on YouTube. And I watched it and I was like, hey, Hispanics and Native Americans, blah, blah, there are the Israelites. And I was like, what are they talking about? Right? Okay. 2013 and 2014. That's when the Lord was like, okay, you don't listen to me the right way. Now I gotta go. I'm gonna get you hard. All right, 2014. That's when He got me, man. Boom, all the way down. Oh Lord, please, what is this? What happened? Oh, now I understand. I'm an Israelite because all these curses. That's when I understand the curses, man. So that's when He planted the seed, all right, that me remember like, oh, I remember watching this video, man, but I never pay attention to it. So 2016, 2017, that's when I was like, okay, Lord, now I understand who I am, all right? So it took a few years, man.
Yeah, it does.
It took a few years to, okay, now I got to do it.
Man, I remember.
What? That's why these lessons, these edification videos, is to repeat because what is it called? Repetition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Repetition is the way of learning.
The father of perfection.
Father of perfection.
Perfection, repetition.
Yep. The same message. The same message.
I
For the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you other heathens to know whose power belongs to Yahawashi Idaho, to the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah, I remember scrolling through Instagram in 2015, man, hearing it. Mexicans are Israelites, they're not Israelites, following literally every other group underneath the sun to the point where I was so fucking confused, bro. I set this shit down for like, not this shit, but this truth, even trying to find anything for like good 4 years, man. And I was partying and bullshit, being in the world till 2019, bro. I was like, I gotta get my shit together. And I started doing more research. And the brother right here actually sent me a couple videos from Great Millstone, man. And from there, I was
double
hooked,
honors.
man.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone.
Man, because they made everything make sense. Because I was, getting information from everywhere. I didn't know what the fuck to believe until I started, and I knew the scriptures. I came from grew up, I didn't say I came from, but I grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist church, man.
Right.
Our family, yeah, they tried their best to, do the Bible, but really, man, it was base level. It was like kindergarten level. But the Lord chooses who He wants to choose, man. And we just call Allah Yahawashi Idaho. We're standing here right now with the knowledge that we have and still growing. Lord willing, we endure till the very end, man. So, Salaya, I know you want to go to Spanish. So.
Okay, so like our brother say, we want to go to Spanish, but the Spirit don't allow. Don't want it. Yeah, let's go. Let's keep going, man. That's how it is, right? So, hey, but we have to go to Spanish too, man. We're going to change now to Spanish, brother. So, the Lord will have mercy on us. And that's why it's so important for us to prophesy the destruction of this place. The ruin. Okay. It's a lot. Hey, disculpen, man. Disculpen, man. Yahawah va a tener misericordia de nosotros una vez más, man. Una vez más. Como lo hizo en Egipto, Él lo va a hacer otra vez. ¿Ok? Por eso estamos aquí. Ven, yo medito mucho, porque yo no... El hermano decía meses atrás, hey hermano, un día vamos a estar con Yura. ¿Cuándo irá a llegar, no? Cuando llegue Yura con nosotros. Cuando llegue Judá con nosotros. Y yo decía, bueno, pues no, yo no veo muchos de Judá, pero hey, Yahawah sabe. Y nos trajo al hermano, man. Nos trajo al hermano. Y decía, cuando estos edomitas los vean que ya estamos juntos, van a temblar, van a estarse más para atrás. ¿Es cierto?
Porque ellos tienen miedo de los dos reinos. Estaban juntos, man. Porque toda la vida ellos estaban mirando los mexicanos y los morenos siempre está peleando. En las calles en California, y los diferentes países. Yeah, man.
Como en Nueva York se pelea Efraín, los puertorriqueños y Judá. Siempre están ahí. Right? Acá en California se pelea Judá con Isaacar. O con Zabulón. Con los llamados guatemaltecos y los 18, bla, bla, bla. Todo ese mugrero que Saúl nos dio. Pero deben de entenderme, es una bendición para nosotros, para mí entender y decir, hay días que me quedo como que es realidad, man. Ya estamos juntos otra vez. Esto es realidad, que yo soy parte de la profecía donde nos juntó ya una vez más. Porque esto es bien grande, man. Para mí ya estar con mis hermanos, los líderes de la nación de Israel, y ponernos en orden, comenzando con nuestros apóstoles que nos enseñaron la doctrina correctamente. Cuando andábamos, como dijo el hermano antes de empezar en español, yo andaba en todos los grupos, man. Recuerdo un día llamé a los morados, hey, que yo quiero ser parte de ustedes. Ok, dime, por eso digo, porque me dijeron, ¿qué camisa quieres? ¿Quieres el traje o quieres solo camisa? Te cuesta tanto. Ahí me detuve y dije, ¿qué? Yo vengo a pedir para instruirme en la fe, en las escrituras, no a comprar ropa, man.
No, para ellos es nomás solo el dinero.
¿Quieres pantalón? Decían. Pantalón, camisa o el traje, ¿eso qué, man?
Cómpralo para el Señor.
Exactamente, bro. Yo andaba buscando. Le hablé a los de GMS, de Mississippi, que fueron de los hermanos con los que yo me referí. Lo primero que me dijo ese hermano fue, sal, ya sabes, enseña lo que ya sabes. Órale, ve a la calle. Nunca tienes que pagar, nada, ve y enseña lo que ya sabes, man. Y después hizo un video donde dijo, si tienes miedo, lárgate. Vete al mundo, man. Fue cuando yo ya dije, no, tengo que ir, porque ya no tenía excusas, man, de decir, sí creo, pero no me animo. ¿Sí o no, bro? O sea, si siente uno.
No sé las palabras que van a decir, man. Yo recuerdo lo mismo, man, cuando yo empecé a enseñar. Yo estaba pensando, hey, man, no sabe mucho, maybe una persona tiene preguntas, no sé cómo decirlo. Hey, man, yo recuerdo Pastor Hart dice, hey, man, no me importa si tú sabes 2 o 3 escrituras, man, ábralos y enséñalos correcto, man. Man, hey, man, yo estaba como menos de 2 meses en la verdad.
Con ganas.
Y yo fui a la calle, man, y, man.
Sí, o sea, el mismo sentimiento. Somos 2 testigos, man, aquí en este campo, del mismo sentimiento que es, man, yo tengo que hacerlo. Eso es lo que te llevó, man, porque ahora estamos aquí con más conocimiento. Pero vean, man, el hermano empezó solo. Yahawah nos permitió empezar solos. Pero miren ya, man, los 2 reinos juntos, trayendo profecías. Isaías, ¿qué es Isaías? Voy a leer esto y ahora traemos donde Él nos junta los 2 reinos.
Isaiah 3, no, I'm thinking Ezekiel 37.
Okay, voy a leer esta escritura. Isaías 19:1. Profecía sobre Egipto, que es hoy en día América, la gran ciudad. Es profecía sobre Egipto. Nosotros venimos a hablar profecía hacia América, en contra de América. Porque tenemos que dar, como dijo el hermano, tenemos que dar a entender la escritura correctamente. ¿Ves? No, vamos porque Él te ama, Él va a hablar y te va a ir bien y vas a prosperar. Ya leímos hace rato donde dijo, soporta el enojo de Yahawah, por entonces Él nos va a tener misericordia. Desobedecimos, sí. Tú veces que una persona te haya tratado mal en tu vida, sea una edomita, sea otra nación, sea tu propia familia, tu mujer, tus hijos, lo que sea que te hayan ofendido. Recuerda que al que ofendiste primero fue a Yahawah, bahasham,
Primero.
y tú le tienes que pedir perdón primero a Él, por lo que te ha pasado. Lord, Señor, yo te ofendí a ti, nunca le hice mal a esta persona, pero sé que viene un castigo tuyo, estas son las maldiciones, pero perdóname. Y tú encárgate de esta gente que me ha hecho mal o me hace mal. El hermano mencionó hace rato de esta peluquería donde estaba un abecedario, un putín, un ruso, que ya cerró su negocio. Y qué bien, man.
No, you're good.
Y qué bien que lo haya hecho para que se compruebe que no se metan con los siervos de Yahawah, man. Se los hemos dicho que estos lugares van a caer. Al Señor no le importa a este mugrero, man.
No.
A Él le importa lo que estamos haciendo y sus siervos. ¿Ok? Vuelvo a leer. Profecía sobre Egipto. He aquí que Yahawah monta sobre una ligera nube y entrará en Egipto. Y los ídolos de Egipto temblarán delante de él. Desfallecerá el corazón de los egipcios dentro de ellos. Su mente va a estar... Hollywood no nos dijo que este carruaje o este platillo volador aventaba rayos así. Rayos láser. Todos los ídolos de Saúl Edom les va a fallar. ¿Cuál es el que mero los va a condenar, man? El Haragma. Ese les va a fallar, man. Ese ídolo en el que ustedes confiaron les va a fallar, man. Yahawah los va a castigar por meterse el arrocito digital. Ese es el ídolo que mero va. ¿Qué? ¿Tú me cambiaste por eso? Creíste seguridad, familia, dinero, casa, trabajo y no aguantaste una chinga. Tú, como a nosotros nos dijo, aguanta mi enojo, aguanta mi enojo, pero te voy a dar misericordia. Aguanta mi enojo, pero te voy a dar misericordia.
You should go get your husband.
I noticed your jewelry. I really like it. I make them out of crystals as well. Yeah. I was wondering if you guys could follow me. I would follow you back if you had social media and stuff.
We don't got no social media.
All we have is YouTube.
YouTube, what's your YouTube?
It's just GMS.
Let me type it.
We're here every weekend to do the preaching for the nation of Israel.
Talk about the Bible.
To talk about the
That's
Bible
it.
because that's what we really we were talking about like a little bit ago. Like other groups, they really care about to sell a lot of stuff online, but we don't do it. We care about, we buy this stuff, right? We make them. But in reality, we are about to bring this truth because a lot of people come to other groups because they know they can sell stuff to us because now we become so big. This, like the brother knows people that made these garments. How much did you pay for it, bro? $120 because there's a lot of women that sell it because they know, but they're not in the faith.
Yes, exactly.
See, but we care about what's in the faith, but we need it because we don't have like the tools to do it, and they do a good job. But we buy stuff, you know, We buy stuff, but what really matters to us is to people understand the Bible.
And we like talking to the man, the head of the household, because he's the one that's gonna be, because let's say a robber breaks in, right? Are you gonna go and jump in and say, hey, I'm gonna do it? No, you're gonna look at him.
Stay away from my house. Stay away from my wife. Stay away from my son. You're gonna be the one.
So this is the man that we want to talk to. We're gonna talk about scriptures, and then you will learn from him the way he's gonna teach you, and that's order. So really, that's why we say, hey, you should go get your husband. And like, let's say if you have any questions, man, obviously she came with that, so it's fine if you guys want to continue your day. Like, we're not trying to stop people, whatever. But the message we're bringing, is that the end of the world is soon, man. And the dollar is gonna collapse, and they're gonna bring in a digital ID that's gonna get marked underneath your skin, and you're not gonna be able to feed your kids, your wife, pay your house, and they'll even take your kid if you don't take it. That's why we're trying to build people up in a foundation to mentally prepare for that time, because if you say no to that, best believe, man, the Lord is gonna take care of you. He can feed your kid, he can feed your wife, he can take care of your household, man. But if you take that, you might as well blast yourself, because it's going to be really bad for watching your kids starve, your wife starve, because that's why we do what we do. We got families, we got, kids and stuff. So we do everything we can, because America is collapsing, man. If I just mind to ask you, like, what's your nationality? Like, are you Irish?
No, my mom, she was born in Spain, my dad was born in Mexico.
So your dad's Mexican?
Yeah.
My man, hey, guess what? Well, that makes you from the tribe of Issachar. You're an Israelite, man. You're from the same tribe we are. Even though you may have a lighter complexion, man, you probably look like Canelo, man.
It's not my mom. My mom was born in Spain.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what a woman is,
whatever.
Like your mother is. It matters your father, because the father carries the seed. If you take an apple seed and you put it in China and it's a Canadian apple seed, it's still gonna grow out the ground a Canadian apple seed. Doesn't matter your complexion. Your woman, obviously, we need the woman, to bring forth life and stuff, but the man carries all the genes. That's why you can carry an X and Y chromosome, but a woman only carries a Y chromosome, because through the man comes life, even though the woman, incubates it and creates a body, and the Lord made her for that. But, at the end of the day, the lineage comes through the seed of your fathers.
That's why the baby is always referenced to the man. Son. Never mention the woman.
Yeah.
Because it's your child. It goes to you. Because it's your seed, your father's seed, your grandpa, your great seed. It goes going on and on and on and on. Once you leave earth, if you got a boy, son, he's going to continue your line. Never mention the women, because they are only being used to bring a man's seed to the earth.
And it's so pinpointed on the man, because just by what you do alone, you can save your whole family. Like, let's say I got a wife, and your wife on you and stuff. She's still gonna get saved no matter what, as long as you're doing the right thing. So if you're doing the right thing, like, hey man, simple things like, I ain't telling you how to run your household, but stop eating pork. Don't eat shrimp, crab, lobster. If you guys don't do that already, hey man, all praises. But those are just little things that you can do to, please the Lord. It looks like you can grow a beard on your face. Lord says, hey man, there's only two people that don't have beards on their face, women and children. So that's another thing that you can do. These are simple things that please the Lord. It don't really look right for a man to have a baby face. It kind of looks weird. And I bet you would look, not saying you're ugly, but you probably look better with the beard. That's what we're saying, man. And we just come out here, read this. That's all right, man. Look at me. I got an Apache beard. A patch here and a patch there.
That's what the Lord gave us.
It is what it is, man.
He gave it to us, man.
Exactly.
We have to let it grow the way it is.
And the names that you're going to pray to, they go back to a Hebrew, the Paleo-Hebrew. The word, the English language is a fairly new language. So calling upon Jesus, the letter J is the most recent letter added to the alphabet. The Father, God the Father, his name is Yahawah, meaning he exists. And his son, that the world ignorantly calls Jesus, is Yahawashi. And those are the two names that, they can save you, man. And they have power in them. And that goes back to the original language that the Bible was written in, which was Hebrew. So if let's say your name's Michael, and I'm saying, hey John, you're gonna just continue walking down the street, because that's not your name. The same applies to the Lord. If you're calling upon Jesus, you're literally calling upon another God. You're calling upon this man right here. That's a white name called the Lashawan Kodash, which means the holy tongue. And so that's just the simple things that we always tell people that may be even a little bit interested. Hey man, stop eating, you know.
planting the seed, man.
Yep.
Spiritual seed, so people knows, and the Lord allows them to get back to Him. It's going to happen. We're just doing the work, but the Lord is the one that brings the people.
Yeah,
That's why a lot of
opens the
people
door.
do not pay attention to it. They just pass by. They look at us because they're not. It's not. This is not for them. We don't care if nobody stopped one day that we're here, month, 2 months, but then somebody stopped and they get the truth. They get the names. I mean, that's the. We still doing the work. We're gonna keep doing this until, man, this society collapse, because that's what we've been telling them. We are the true people of the Lord. All right. Here's the brother. He's a real Jew.
The Southern Kingdom.
The Southern Kingdom. He's a real Jew. Now the ones that are over there, the small huts, they're not the real people. They're imposters. We together, he is from the South Kingdom, we are from the North Kingdom.
But we're the same
We're
people.
coming together because this is a prophecy. That was a prophecy that has got to be fulfilled in the last days, and we're in the last days. That's why we come here to tell everybody, hey, we don't judge anybody by color, none of that. If your father is so-called indigenous or Hispanic or Latin, you are an Israelite.
Yeah, and Latin not meaning like Spaniard, because Spaniards are still Edomites. They're still descendants of Caucasians, really. They're just like another branch of the Caucasian, because they came over here conquering us, man. Look, Christopher Columbus. Hey, we're not the same people. We speak Spanish because that's an identity of a slave. You take their language, just like we're speaking English. Who owns this land? Who took it from the Native Americans and the Latinos? You know,
Back to the Hebrews.
Yeah, and they were speaking this, man.
Yep.
And so we're just getting our people back to their roots, because everything has been whitewashed. But even though the Bible, you know, they say, oh, it's been translated so many times, you can't trust it. Well, you can still go back to the original translation, which is Greek and Hebrew. And the Lord is not going to let His word get polluted to where the message is not going to get, you know, put across. The Lord always deals with prophets, men that know what's going on, and He's going to put them out in the streets. We don't have no church buildings. We don't have no collection pot. Hey, come on, give us your money. You know, none of that, man. We're strictly concerned with getting the message to our people, because the rest of these people, hey, man, they're going to eat each other like the Purge movies.
Can we read one scripture that what I just say about the Lord bringing us together as a nation? Can you bring Isaiah 11, start from 11. But the point is in chapter 13. So this is what we were talking about before you guys start walking by, right? Passing by. We were talking about exactly that. The Lord bring us together. Yeah. We did nothing. The brother was living his life. They were living their lives. I was living my life. We were teaching this in a different time, but then the Lord started giving us this knowledge and bringing us together, because that's a prophecy. And we come here to tell people who they are and who are their enemies and what's going to happen in the near time. Like in a very, very, very short time, we're going to see the collapse of the American economy. And then the mandatory
And it's not the V word, because we can't say it.
You can't say it, man, because they take our videos. Right?
It's the grain of rice right there. The grain of rice. That's what they're gonna
go like, whoever don't want it to deal with it, they're gonna be outside society. So you're not gonna have a work. You're not gonna have access to a house to get the water in your house. None of that, man.
It's like having no license, no social security card, no birth certificate, and no debit card or bank account. That's how they're gonna X you out of society.
I don't know if you guys get this. You guys can see?
Yeah.
That was a good thing.
That's mercy, man. That's mercy of the Lord, man.
Don't get it, man, because this is to reduce man from earth. We cannot say different words, bro, because they take our channels down. But this is what's coming, all right? And we're here to warn our people. Hey, this is what's coming. This is what they're doing, and it might happen to us because our faith. Yep. We might face this, but hey, that was our.
And when they set up safe zones and FEMA camps, when all hell breaks loose, you best believe they're gonna have those guillotines there. Because if they're gonna take away the dissidents from the people that are actually going with it, because the C-19 thing, that was all a test run to see how many people were gonna go for it and then go away from it. And they got everybody on a list, man. So that's why we're gonna need the Lord to get
They
through
went
what's
to my
going.
house. They went to my house. Like, hey, there was a lady, two ladies, but one really went to walk to my porch and knocked the door, and I came out. I was like, hey, did you already get it? And I was like, no.
Here?
Okay, so we're gonna. Is that here?
Yeah.
Here in Nampa.
Nampa.
Yeah.
They had groups of
They
twos
went to
going
my
out all
house,
around
man.
too,
Make
yeah.
sure who haven't not like didn't take it. So they already know. They already know who get it, who don't, and they're gonna do it again. And they go like, okay, this house, I want you to go and take them.
And best believe, just like the NSA, they don't even have to go to your house. They have everything digitally online. They got you categorized by the things that you look at, how long you look at it, the things you like and dislike, the things you just next and scroll past on your social medias, certain things like that. They have you in algorithms already.
Digital history.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
let me say this: like you guys have their business and social and media, right? Social media. You guys have their business on there, right? Okay. So pretty soon she's not gonna be able to go to the internet if she don't follow the rules. So she's gonna be out. What you guys gonna do? Because it's an income. So that's why we're telling everybody: do not trust in this. Put in your mind and trust in the Lord because He's coming. So what you gonna do to provide to your family? She's gonna be desperate. Your family is gonna be desperate. Like, what you gonna do?
Come on, our baby's hungry, man. My friend got it, and she got some food. They gave her a food basket. You know, there's gonna be temptations,
You
but
wanna see her leaving you?
that's how real it is, man. We
Is
don't
it
want,
real, man?
yeah, we don't want it, but because we
Woman?
we deal with women
Woman
too,
looking
man.
for
So,
protection, provider.
yeah, that's
No,
good,
but
man.
let's see, man. Hey,
You guys got
let me
houses.
tell you this.
That's right, man.
Mine.
Let me tell you this. It could be rough. I know a guy, two guys. And I did it. I did it too. I say this. Hey, I know her. She won't do it. She did it. The other dudes, they did the same words, man. They did the same thing. And I told them, don't do it, man. Don't say that because you don't know a woman. We don't know them. They are with us, but they're not like for real, man.
And we're just saying this, just like thinking out, not saying we don't
Yeah.
want this to happen to you. We're just like putting
Just
real
to-
world examples how
To be
hard it's
warned,
gonna get,
what
man.
can happen, and she can know that what we're saying is true. Because if you're an Israelite, your job is to come back to the Lord and do this work. So that never happened to you.
Did you get the YouTube page down?
GMA.
GMS Idaho, and if you guys want to do like more information and reading, like where like the Hebrew Israelites, and you guys can feel free to look on your own couple videos. You know, there's a lot of groups out there, but only
It's
watch
not about color, man.
the Great Millstone.
We bring the word,
Yeah.
not in a smooth words. We bring.
We cuss and stuff
Yeah.
like so-called, but guess this, man, because you'll come across another Hebrew Israelite group, let's say not Great Millstone, and they'll start cussing you out because you look like a so-called white man.
Yeah.
You got blue eyes and lighter skin. They won't even ask you who your father is and try
they
to
go
talk
off.
with you. They'll start saying, hey, get out here, white man, you damn colonizer. You know, they'll run you down the block not knowing you're an Israelite too, because you are an Israelite, man. You have to understand that.
See,
Yeah.
you've been blessing us, and your spirit is humble.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
but
man.
read that scripture, brother, so you can understand. It doesn't matter if a so-called white man is here in the future teaching, because this is not about color. The brother, the Lord allows him to come. He's gonna be here teaching on this side. Now he is getting ready,
Yeah, edified.
getting edified first, so he can understand what this is about. We're on the front line to be the first to the enemy can come and get us.
But guess what? The same time he tries to move on us on the last days, the Lord is going to have his angels intervene. So we say these things because there is going to be certain brothers that are martyred, but the grand majority of all the brothers that are doing what we're doing, they're going to get saved. Not just them, their whole
Their
families.
family.
They're going to get to a safe spot. You know, you're going to, for just an example, the whole city could be blown up and stuff like that, right? There's people just in the streets raping, robbing, and killing anybody they see out in the open. But the Lord is going to lead you into a house that there's a guy in there that couldn't take it anymore, blasted his brain out, but he has a whole pantry full of food, you know, and a safe room and some medicine, whatever and that the Lord had that man save everything up just so your family could have access to it. You know, the Lord is going to lead you, like, expect miracles in those days, because we say all these things because it is going to happen. We're going to see it with our eyes. You're going to see gun battles in the streets, man, over canned goods. You know, people looting, you know, just like you saw when people were going after crazy over toilet paper, man. Imagine when there's no food, water, running water, or anything. It's going to get bad. Is like not even a way to describe it. You know, it's going to be chaotic. Cannibalism. These people that have dogs, they're just going to let them out and say, I can't feed you any more schnookums. And they're going to pack up and start mauling these people, man. But the brother wanted me to read the scripture out. This is Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass, which means it's a future prophecy. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the lands of the sea. And that's just talking about all over the world. You know, all over the world.
And so the Lord, we got brothers doing what we're doing. Australia, London, okay, Central America, Peru, Mexico.
Yep.
You know, here in America, every major city, we are there.
Well, you'll see.
So this is not like, okay, you know,
it's just us.
No, we are.
Yeah. This is the Great Awakening, man.
Yeah.
Not no woke culture. You know, I'm opening my third eye with my zodiac signs. That's all bullshit, man. But you have to understand
back,
that everything
the
goes back
Israelites
to
are
the
back
scriptures.
on the map.
That's
We
right.
are the true Hebrew Israelites, descendant of the 12 tribes, because we fulfill the curses. We are His people. So let this finish, man. Just a little bit more. Let this finish.
Okay, two more. I'll read it real
Two more.
quick.
Let it finish so you can understand, man.
Isaiah 11:12, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
This
So
is the
that
real Judah people, man.
Judah, southern
Judah.
kingdom.
The South Kingdom. He is one kingdom, right here.
13. The envy of Ephraim, which is symbolic to the Latino tribes, the northern kingdom, shall be apart, shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
That's
So
why we respect him
Yeah,
as the brother, as the head of the nation of Israel.
from the tribe of the
Yeah.
nation, because the black and brown, there's gonna be no bumping heads anymore.
more.
Because the
This
white
is the
man's biggest fear is when we all, the so-called Negro, Latino, and the Native American come together, and that's
They're
a Bible
afraid.
prophecy.
They're afraid.
Yeah. But that's it, man. We know you guys are got stuff to do, but like I said, look up the YouTube page, look at a couple other videos that we follow, and you know, Lord willing, he leads you where you gotta go, man.
Awesome.
But again, we're here every Saturday at this time. So, all right, man. Shalom.
So, una vez más regresamos a español, man. Hey, disculpen, pero teníamos que traer esta escritura y la voy a leer. Voy a acabar aquí y voy a traer la que trajo el hermano porque ya estaba en el espíritu para mí traerla por lo que estaba hablando del hermano, man. ¿Ok? De que Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, man, esta es una bofetada para Esaú y su sistema, de que él ya nos está juntando. No los está juntando para hacer fiestas como los otros grupos, una fiesta israelita. Nos está trayendo para librarnos de lo que viene. Como vieron en el espíritu, esta gente luego ve negocio en nosotros. ¿Ok? Luego paró esta mujer y dice, yo tengo para venderles a ustedes sus collares. Yo los hago. Es lo que estábamos hablando. A nosotros no venimos a hacer negocios, man. No venimos a enfocarnos como en eso. ¿Ves? No, ese es el punto de nosotros. Nosotros queremos que la gente tome esta verdad. Ahora, si hay otra gente donde compramos, o hermanos mismos hacen, man. Que les dio en el espíritu decir, yo puedo hacer, les doy un buen precio a los hermanos. Está bien, man.
I rather give my...
Sí.
Es mejor a dar dinero a los hermanos a un...
Y cuesta trabajo, man, que necesita talento. Miren, man, lo que el bro de uno de los hermanos hace. Bonito. Yo me compré una como la que trae el bro y el otro día le hice que miren y ¡pah! Por allá voló, ¿te acuerdas, bro? Ya voló mi piedra. Oh, ¿qué pasó? pero lo que el hermano las amarra bien amarradas, man.
Yes.
O sea, entiendan que él está haciendo el trabajo, pero a la misma vez también saca para hacer.
Yeah, es el hermano Shawab Amawan.
Ya, esto es de nosotros, man. Yo camino para allá con estos puestos, ahorita que fui a hacer una cosa y la gente se te queda viendo, man. Por esto, porque ellos saben que esto es algo como que ¿qué?
Tiene diferente espíritu,
Yeah.
you know, en nosotros, pero estos, you know, ellos se miran, hey, man, no mucha gente tiene esos, man. So, you know, ellos estaban diciendo, ¿qué saben ellos de nosotros? No saben.
Como el hermano dice, nos ven que no somos un mexicano regular.
Huh.
Sí, tú luego te ven diferente, pero voy a leer aquí, en Isaías 19:2. Levantaré Egipto contra egipcios contra egipcios, y cada uno peleará contra su hermano y cada uno contra su prójimo.
Ah.
Ciudad contra ciudad y reino contra reino. Los rusos, okay, Alemania, Francia, España contra América, me van a darle su cachetada. ¿Ok? O sea, Yahawah los está tumbando, los va a traer de enemigos. Toda su confianza en sus ídolos, en el Haragma que ellos confiaron, los va a avergonzar.
Yeah, los más grandes guerras en el mundo estaban idomitas contra de idomitas.
¿Ya?
You know?
Exactamente, puedes leer Isaías. Vamos a leer esta. ¿Tienes una, bro? No. Ok, vamos a cerrar con la que va a leer el hermano. Ok. Vamos a leer Isaías 11 y 11 hasta el 13 para que entiendan, o vamos a leerla para que salga esta escritura de lo que él está haciendo con los dos reinos, man, que es estas tablas aquí, dejándoles saber a ustedes, morenos, llamados morenos, que en verdad son los del reino sureño, llamados judíos. Ustedes son los verdaderos judíos, man. ¿Ok? No importa que un mexicano diga que no nos importa ese indio, ¿ok? Nos importa el isacarita que sí reconoce eso.
Es Isaías 11 y 11. En ese día, el Señor Yahawashi extenderá su mano por segunda vez.
Por segunda vez, porque habla de cuando nos sacó de Egipto una vez, man. ¿Ok? Isaías 14 habla de que una vez más escogeré a Israel. Eso también es a Jeremías 16, me parece, o 33. Déjenme la traigo.
¿Quería terminar?
Dale, pues dale.
Dice, el Señor Yahawashi extenderá su mano por segunda vez para traer de regreso al remanente de su pueblo.
Que remanente, porque es un pequeño grupo que va a volver a Yahawah. Fíjense, man, años, siglos han pasado y ¿cuántos ha levantado aquí? Más 4. 4, man. Hombres. No ven aquí ninguna mujer. Ninguna, good sister, una buena hermana. Ok, buena hermana. Nada.
Y nunca van a ver una hermana
Nunca.
aquí en las calles con nosotros.
Nunca, man. Porque una vez más va a levantar el pequeño remanente, que es un pequeño grupo. Man, y como dije hace rato a este hombre, no importa que parezca todo un güero, un caucásico, si su espíritu es israelita y él es un israelita y es parte del electo, aquí van a estar enseñando a ustedes, man. ¿Ok? Van a estar enseñando aquí en las calles, no mero aquí. Puede que Yahawah él los mande según la lengua que hablen, man. ¿Ves? Pero van a enseñar en las calles. El Espíritu los va a mover a que enseñen, man.
En tu mente.
Para terminar Isaías 11 y 11, los que queden en Asiria y el norte de Egipto, en el sur de Egipto, Etiopía y Elam, en Babilonia, Hamat y todas las tierras costeras distantes. 12. Levantará bandera en medio de las naciones y reunirá a los desterrados de Israel.
Esta es esa bandera, man. Una bandera es cuando tú anuncias una nación, ¿sí? anuncias algo. Cuando hay guerra, ¿qué es lo primero que ponen? Por decir ahorita anda Rusia y todas estas a Estados Unidos. ¿Y qué traen en sus carros? Una bandera representando una nación, man. Y nosotros traemos, ¿qué es la bandera? Este evangelio. Esta verdad es esa bandera que es la que está representando a Israel otra vez, man, en el mapa. Al verdadero Israel de Yahawah, bahasham. ¿Cuál es ese? Ese pequeño remanente que está despertando. Todos los demás todavía andan detrás de la tambora. Pum, pum, pa, 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 y con su ídolo. Esos no van a volver, man. Esos Yahawah, bahasham, como dice en la escritura, muchos de ellos han nacido en vano. ¿Cuál es en vano? No tienen un propósito. El propósito nuestro es de servir a Yahawah, bahasham, y volver a Él, reconocer nuestra falta y hacer este trabajo. Pero el propósito de ellos que nacieron en vano es andar en ídolos, andar en las maneras de las naciones. Y todos estos que andan en las redes sociales, man, en Instagram, TikTok, que están haciendo ahí challenge, hey, échate lodo, échate harina, 3, 4, 5, 8 horas ahí. Eso es en vano, man. No te enseña cómo apretar un tornillo siquiera, cómo doblar tu ropa o algo de provecho, man. No te enseña eso, no tienen beneficio, man. No tienen beneficio. Cuando se cancele las redes sociales, toda su ego, su grandeza va a quedar en soledad.
Sin nada.
Sin nada, man. Sin nada, bro.
Para nada.
Sin nada, porque sus seguidores, los pendejos que están ahí nada más, que mandándoles regalos y todo eso, igual, man, están destruidos. Esa gente es en vano. Pero a nosotros nos mandó a venir a hacer un trabajo muy especial.
Ellos nomás están mirando chichis y nargas, man.
¿Ya?
En TikTok. Pero él también tiene buena información. Pero las algoritmos, tú tienes que buscar las cosas cada día. Si mira un video de esos, man, te cambiaron todo, man. Tú nomás vas a ver chichis y nargas.
Yeah.
Pero
ahí es cuando ves, oh, man.
Yeah.
Y ahí vas a ver a unas mujeres mayores haciendo lo que hacen unas jovencitas, man. Todo por el dinero, man. Así de destruido está este mundo, man. Todos piensan que las redes sociales les va a dar su bienestar, su seguridad. Man, está destruido, pero termina, bro.
Esa Isaías 12 y para terminar, 12. Juntara al pueblo disperso de Judá desde los confines de la tierra.
América. Desde, como el hermano mencionó hace rato, ¿dónde empezó a despertar? ¿Dónde llegó el Espíritu, man? ¿Dónde fue enviado el Espíritu de Yahawah, bahasham, a los israelitas? Aquí en América. ¿Sí? Despertando a Israel, man. Por eso dice, man, ahí vamos a salir. De aquí empezó todo. Estaba mirando en la mañana el campo que está en London, si no me equivoco. Y ahí están los brothers, man. Ahí están los hermanos, dándole. Y ves a Judá y ves a un hermano que parece una edomita, pero ahí está, man. Dale, bro.
Para terminar, Isaías 11 y 13. Entonces, por fin terminarán los cielos entre Israel y Judá y dejarán de ser rivales. Pues, ese se dice Israel, pero en inglés se dice Efraín. Es un
como es conocido también.
Simbólico para Efraín de la reino del norte.
La cabeza del reino del norte. Los llamados latinos, hispanos y nativos americanos hoy en día, man. Esa es la cabeza, los llamados puertorriqueños. Esa es la cabeza. Por eso es que Saúl no dejó ir a Puerto Rico, man. Él sabe, tenía que chingarnos a todos, man.
Eso es porque ellos levantaron esos pinche sodomitas como Bad Bunny, man. Bad Bunny es un iframita.
La vibra que tiene Puerto Rico, man.
Y mira, mira cómo se cambiaron el música en español, man. Even los güeros estaban bumping Bad Bunny, man.
Mira, no hay otra gente que mueva al mundo en esa vibración más que Judá y Efraín, los puertorriqueños que hacen mover todas estas mujeres, man.
Pero cada tribu tiene las cosas buenas de ellos puede hacer, man. Nadie como Issachar, nadie puede trabajar y construir hazlo como Issachar, man, y trabajar como 2 días. Man, antes de campo yo estoy trabajando, man.
Llegó,
Fuck, bro.
acabo de salir de trabajo. Porque estaba diciendo al hermano, el otro día salió uno en las redes sociales donde estaba un montón de burros en una casa, en un lugar de construcciones, y dice, el comentario dice, aquí los mexicanos listos para la chamba. ¿Y cuál es el símbolo de los mexicanos, llamados mexicanos? El burro, man.
Este aquí.
Sí. Por eso es que dije yo, es en el espíritu. O sea, cuando ustedes se refieren a Issachar, van a ver este símbolo. Cuando se refiere a Judá, van a ver el león.
En mi trabajo ellos dicen chingale burros, man, y es puros mexicanos, man.
Sí,
Estoy
ese era el
está
espíritu,
bien,
¿no? Pero ellos no entienden, pero no. El Yahawah nos deja saber quién somos, pero no lo entendíamos antes, ¿no? Hoy vemos clarito, luego, sí, ya entiendo. Ya entiendo por qué. ¿Ves? Pero hoy es el punto. Yahawah los prueba a ustedes, les demuestra que Él cumplió. Antes, en aquel día, ya estamos en este día, nos va a sacar de aquí. Estamos en todas partes del mundo, los reinos volviendo en uno y reconociendo a Yahawashi como cabeza. Y eso es lo que les decimos, eso es lo que les traemos. Arrepiéntanse, vuelvan, si entiendes, arrepiéntete, acomódate, vuelve a Yahawashi. ¿Por qué? Porque el tiempo es corto. Estamos a punto de salir de aquí, de ver el colapso de América. Y como le digo a este hombre, y yo lo digo, ¿por qué? Porque yo sé, puedo decirlo por experiencia de personas y personal, una mujer neta, de verdad, una mujer siempre va a buscar la seguridad. Si tú no la tienes, te va a largar, te va a largar, Si tú no andas haciendo lo correcto con Yahawah y estás enfocado en otras cosas, de verdad, te va a demostrar que lo que tú pensabas que era bueno, te lo va a tumbar. Y ahí es cuando vas a reconocer, no esperes ese chingadazo, no lo esperes, no lo busques. Mejor alíñate, obedece, haz lo mejor de tu habilidad. Yahawah te va a cuidar las otras cosas, te va a dar lo suficiente. Y si no es para tener algo, ya sea lo que buscabas, lo que pensabas, está bien. Si esa mujer no es, está bien, pero no te rajes,
Él puede quitar las cosas de tú te quieras más.
Exacto.
Pero Él también van a cuidar las cosas de tú te quieras más si tú estás sirviendo Él, Yahawashi. Pero tiene que buscarlo Yahawashi primero, en repetencia, a poner más cerca de Yahawah, es todo lo que estaba diciendo cada campo,
Él demanda lo mejor de nosotros, Ahora estamos todos jodidos, no fuimos instruidos desde pequeños en muchas cosas, tenemos que aprender, como hemos hablado con el hermano, veces que nos sentamos, estamos platicando ahí por horas, hablando de, cómo yo puedo hacer las cosas mejor, cómo yo puedo hacer las cosas mejor para servir a Yahawah, en qué la estoy regando diario. Porque tienes que tener temor. Y alíñate, lo digo por mí mismo. Por mí. Porque, yo tengo que hacer las cosas mejor para los hermanos, para mi familia, por mí, por Yahawah.
Cada cosa de nosotros está hablando aquí es primero para nosotros solos, Pero después de eso, es la mensaje para todos, porque nosotros tenemos que hacerlo antes que puede decir alguien, hace eso, si no sabe haciendo lo mismo,
Exactamente, sería hipocresía. Pero esperando que esto haya sido edificante para ustedes, hermanos, vamos a cerrar el campo. Vamos a dar, como lo decimos siempre, vamos a dar honra, gloria y honor a nuestro poder.
Yahawah, bahasham,
Yahawashi, bahasham, rakha kodash. Dando dobles honores y saludos a nuestros maestros, nuestros apóstoles de la gran piedra de molino y a nuestros ancianos, de los cuales hemos aprendido en el espíritu de Yahawah esta verdad. Y a ustedes, hermanos y hermanas, que en esperanza esperan ser parte del electo, a todos ustedes, Shalom.
Shalom. DTA and a Baba Ball soon. Very soon.